So one of the things I've been kind of standing or all things quiet about is with this whole Candace Owens and assassination attempt rumors going around is because just with everything said on her part, it's hard to believe. I mean, especially when you say you have the names of those who are hired to take you out. Why would it be so smart for the people who hired them to put out names so they can be figured out? But what I'm really on here about with that was with my dude Brandon Tatum. He's a former officer who him and Candace and their family go way back, so she's like a sister and they stay in contact. He doesn't agree with what she's been saying about TPUSA and all them, but he talked to her about with this, and everybody blew out of context, saying, "See, even Brandon's standing behind Candace." So it's got to be legit. But unfortunately, what we've seen with the left and them clipping videos to fit their narrative, they have actually done the same thing with Brandon Tatum's video, and I am gonna be inserting it in with this. And before you come at me in my videos in this, like so many people do, watch the video in its entirety, because what's happening is people see what they want to see and then they comment. But he actually goes to explain on this that she told him that he has evidence, but that he said that he's never actually seen it. And unfortunately, what people did with people taking his videos and just showing that the French government should be in dire situation for what they did, this, that, the other, that he's claiming he has seen the full proof of it. But in the video, he talks about and plays his old clip that went viral about it, that he did actually. And the reality is, before that dire situation with French government that he speaks about was literally just before that is where he said he hasn't actually seen the evidence, that she just told him about it, that he'd be talking to her later. So he honestly, yes, gives a benefit of the doubt, but he's gonna want to see the information, and he hopes that they're not just doing this to make her look bad. So context is everything, and you're gonna see it in this video right here.
So mad at this, man. I was up all night trying to defend myself because somebody took something I said out of context. So now I got to put it in context for the whole world to see. And I hope this go. But the thing is, this won't go viral. Nobody's going to watch this. The more views you get on X, the more posts and the more engagement, you get money. This guy's probably making a couple $1,000s a month doing this. And this is why, even though he's wrong, and I'm going to prove it to you in a minute, he didn't take this tweet down. This X post, I said, take that thing down because you're deceptive and you lied. He said, holy crap, Officer Tatum now says that he has seen the evidence regarding the assassination threat on Candace Owens. Brandon Tatum says that he's convinced and believes there needs to be a serious consequence for the French government. This is insane. Pray for Candace Owens. Either he didn't watch the clip or he did this and intentionally lied. Here's the clip that went viral that's trending on X. Roll it. Then, brother, the American government, I don't care how much you don't like Candace. I don't care how much you've been trashing the American government and the FBI. They got to do something. And I'm going to tell you what they will do. It doesn't matter right, wrong, or indifferent. They have to investigate this. They have to investigate this. And I think that if it is found to be true and the proof prevails, which I'm convinced, after talking to Candace and the stuff that we talked about, I'm convinced, then that means that there should be dire consequences for the French government and whoever else was involved, the Macrons or whatever, dire consequences. I'm talking about the American government should go after them like never before. People are so disingenuous. Now, here's some excerpts from the full stream. And this is not something I just read on the internet because I text Candace, because I got her number. I talked to Candace. I texted her. I said, well, that's crazy. I'm praying for you, sis. What is going on here? And she pretty much told me, and I'm not going to say what our private message was, but she pretty much alluded to the fact that she got evidence that they did some little shenanigans over there in France and they hired somebody to kill her. And so, with her saying this, it's insane, right? I mean, one or two things are true. Either this is completely made up or Candace is on to something. And if this is completely made up, this would be the craziest thing in world history. And the latter, which I believe is more plausible, is that they actually did this, then, brother, the American government, I don't care how much you don't like Candace, I don't care how much you've been trashing the American government and the FBI, they got to do something. Now, my only thing here is that I hope that somebody in the government in France isn't paid to deceive Candace. Like this is what my fear is. And I'm gonna talk to her about this later, which she seems very convinced that this is verifiable. She says she has evidence, so she's convinced. My fear was that it is easier to deceive, manipulate, and it's easier to pay to destroy your platform than it is to try to kill you. Because killing you is a bigger ramification than somebody hacking you or paying somebody to create a false story to give you. Now, Candace Owens will have the benefit of the doubt if somebody in good faith gave her all this information. She believed them in good faith, but it will be incredibly embarrassing if the French government hired somebody to fake like they're a government official, giving them all the information that they need in order to put this plot out here to try to make Candace look bad. I can see them doing that strategically, and it's probably worth a lot less than $1.5 million for somebody to do it. I will say this, because it's not verified. I don't have any verifiable evidence. Candace didn't show me verifiable evidence, but she did say that she had it, and I have not asked her for the evidence. This is what he says in the post right underneath the one that he did originally. He said, "You guys, I spoke too soon." Brandon Tatum said he hasn't seen the proof. No, you didn't speak too soon. You lied. What do you mean you spoke too soon, fool? It's in me saying I don't have no proof, and what you shared is in the same video. It's a 16-minute video. It ain't that hard. It ain't like it was a 4-hour show. It was a 16-minute video.